This is Hannibal here from the HannibalTV.com, Canada's #1 pro wrestling YouTube channel with a daily news update. If you want to know the news of the week, I did a Wrestling Observer review earlier today where I discussed the points I find interesting. I didn't discuss their stupid awards because just like the PWI awards, I would use those papers to blow my nose or use it as toilet paper because I have no respect for either of those awards. But let me get into the news. Tammy Sitch, Sonny, WWE Hall of Famer, who I recently did a update about that she was arrested yesterday. Apparently, it came out today by TMZ that she threatened to kill her partner with a pair of scissors during a domestic dispute and appeared to be under the influence of drugs and alcohol. She was arrested in New Jersey yesterday, as I already reported, charged with making a terroristic threat. Still don't know what that is. And 2 weapons charges related to the scissors. She's reportedly still in jail. She faces up to 11 years in prison if she's convicted of all 3 charges. She has been behind bars for nearly 3 years combined since 2018, if you add them all up, mostly for DUI charges, domestic violence issues, eluding police, and driving with suspended licenses. So her and Buff Bagwell would be a hell of a reality show. Put those 2 fuck ups together and we would have quite a reality show. The WWE February 19th Saudi Arabia pay-per-view is going to be an Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Apparently, Mexico is going to be having restrictions until February 15th. That might affect some of the bigger wrestling events there. Quebec, of course, not only are they on full lockdown, but they have a curfew. Ontario's full lockdown. We can't even go to the gym, but I've actually been very innovative in finding ways to work out lately. I've had a lot of motivation to train lately and get mean and lean and ready to cause some destruction at events such as April 23rd in Ottawa, where Kevin Sullivan's also going to be there. Interesting. The Blood Hunter is going to be there. Kevin Sullivan and the Blood Hunter is taking on Mil Mortes. Rene Dupree is also taking on Jeremy Prophet on that card. And Renee's province in New Brunswick, I understand, is going into lockdown now. So, you know what? I got my booster vaccine today. Now, I'll get a lot of heat for that, but the reason I got it was because I want them to open up the gyms here, and I believe that the more people that actually get the booster in Ontario, it will show up on the statistics. This many people have the booster. Maybe they'll let us out of this lockdown and open up the gyms and free us again. I see I got a hell of a lot of comments. I'll go through some of them. I'm doing great, Al. Yeah, Sunny has issues for sure. Someone says that makes her hotter. Osmosis says it's a crazy world today. Hassan says hello. Al says typical Jersey girl. Ha ha ha. Paul says sunny days are over. She's a train wreck. Well, we've said it's been over for her a time and time again, and she gets out and the same thing happens. So I believe this will continue happening until she's dead. Forever yet. I'm just going to pretend it's Forever Yeti. Forever Yeti says he'd still hit it. I would never touch that. She's so gross. I mean, I did find her attractive when I was in like grade 8 back in 95 when she was actually hot. Interview with William Regal, maybe. I hear he's going to Impact, where he'll probably make a small fraction of the money that he was making in WWE. But you know what? At least he was making money for many years after literally kissing Vince McMahon's ass. Kissing ass paid off for Steve Regal. Joshua's not surprised she was on drugs. Someone says, damn. That's how we say hello to each other in New Jersey. Joey says, I actually don't mind New Jersey. Yes. Sunny was hot most of the 90s, but when she went to WCW, she gained a lot of weight. Gary Lee says Sunny's more like a tornado. Dilbert, I think Jim Cornette is overrated. He's failed at his promotion, that he didn't even fund himself. He just took someone's money and wasted it all. And he's got some followers that love him and are really a cult and they buy into his bullshit. But he's a good bullshitter. I'll give him that. He's a great bullshitter. And thanks for giving me publicity because you talk about me a lot. Someone is saying WWE March 29th in Kitchener. Well, we'll see. I'm supposed to be going to a Senators versus Canadians game in March, and I also have Canadians tickets for Toronto. That's supposed to be in Montreal, but it got postponed. So we'll see if those actually happen. I hope they do because the tickets cost a lot. Neutrals, no, Sunny has not aged well, but she didn't look too bad in the picture I chose for her cover photo. Would I do an interview with Jerry Lawler? Yes, I would. What about says Sunny Scissors is in her name? Who knows? Someone says she looks and smells like pee. I don't know about that. I will tell you a funny story, though. I went into a convenience store once, and literally the clerk was holding his nose, and there was a guy, this huge fat guy there, and he had pissed himself. And like his sweatpants were full of piss, and he stunk of piss. And he still went to the grocery store without changing his pants to buy chips. All he was buying was chips. But I don't know if he pissed himself on the way and just wanted the chips so badly that he's just like, fuck it, I'm going to keep these sweatpants on and whatever. Or if he left the house already covered in piss because he's so fat, it's such a hassle to take off the sweatpants. I don't know. But I at first thought the clerk was being rude by like going like this while dealing with the customer. But as I got closer, it was really quite horrendous. I don't know if Sunny has STDs because I know a bunch of people that have fucked her without a condom, and apparently they haven't caught anything. So who knows? Jay Kyle says a man's got to eat. I got to eat too, so please subscribe to my channel and go to my Facebook page, The Hannibal TV. Subscribe there. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter too. And if you live in Ottawa or Petawawa, go to ticketweb.ca. Don't miss the Great North Wrestling events, April 23rd and September 3rd. It's going to be very, very good. A couple more questions I'll allow on here. Wallace believes some people are their own worst enemy. Of course. Someone says, bring me to AEW. It's not going to happen anytime soon. Maybe if I get to 1 million subscribers, it'll be different. But even though I have over 200 million views and over almost 310,000 subscribers, I think it's going to take more because I got a lot of heat. Actually, Billy Graham contacted me the other day and said, Hannibal, you have crazy heat. If this was the old days, you would be the biggest heel in professional wrestling. But today, it's a different world out there. So yes, Hannibal Mania and the 24-inch pythons are running wild. I'm going to go out there and run the stairs and run wild. Not only on my apartment building stairs, but I'm going to run wild on all of you fans.